Day 12, Swords of Iron. We continue. The battle is raging, and rockets are falling all over Israel. Bombs are exploding. People are dying. Hamas just recently tried to shoot a missile on us. It misfired. It hit a hospital of Palestinians. Many have perished there. President Biden is here with Netanyahu as we speak. But heroes are arising throughout, and you know how it is when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and heroes are everywhere. Everywhere there are heroes, and I want to salute the heroes who are rising throughout this country, whether they're giving food, whether they're giving blood, whatever they're doing, in the face of unspeakable, horrible terror. They specifically targeted children. Their plan, you saw the plan. They targeted the B'nai Akiva Youth Center. They didn't know it would be empty, but they thought they would be able to massacre and kidnap a lot of children. We have 4,500 wounded, about 1,400 dead, massacred, killed, murdered, about 200 or maybe 250 hostages are still in there. Thank you for keeping in prayer for those hostages to be freed. Many have arisen to defend villages, sometimes on their own, and they saved their village. There's heroes who withstood, individuals that withstood hundreds of advancing terrorists, and they pushed them back as long as they could. There were stories coming out of heroism. Those women fighters that were in the sea, in the Mediterranean, and they had these Hamas naval vessels, and they were able to fight them off. The onslaught, others who are volunteering, others who are helping families from the south, giving money, giving blood. People are all coming together, and it's amazing. I wanted to say this. We all have a voice, okay? Not just celebrities, not just politicians, not just those who own a TV channel. We all have a voice. We need to let our voices be raised and speak truth. Prayer is using your voice to God, and it changes things. And that's what I want to say. There's great power in prayer. The prayer of a righteous person avails much. And we're asking for the people of God to petition the courts of heaven, the commander-in-chief of the heavenly armies, and call on the name of the Lord. I think of our history. I think of people like Daniel. Daniel chapter 10, he prayed for 3 full weeks to get the breakthrough. And Daniel 10 verse 13, the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood him, right, for 20 days. And then Michael, the chief princess, came to help him. And there was a battle in prayer. He knew that. And so that is what we're needing to see right now. And the Lord will help us in the day of trouble. Turn to Psalms chapter 20 with me, verse 1. The Lord will hear you in the day of trouble. In the name of the God of Jacob, he will defend you. He will send you help from his sanctuary and strengthen you out of Zion. Go down there a few verses down, and it says, now I know the Lord saves his anointed. He will hear him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. Some trust in chariots, some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our God. They are brought down and fallen, but we are risen, and we stand upright. Save, O Lord. Let the King hear us when we call. So that's what we were asking, is that you call out, cry out to the God of Israel in this time. We need the Air Force, and I'm talking about you, the Air Force. We're calling in a prayer strike. We're calling for deliverance, for victory, for defense over the innocent. We're calling for his anointed to be rescued right now. Yes, we're mourning loved ones, but just like Daniel prayed for 3 weeks, how about you pray 3 days? You remember Isaiah62fast.com? Now it's globalestherfast.com, okay? You got to stand like Reese Howells, right? Intercessor. Remember the war room? You're in the war room. We are in the front, but we're doing the same thing, okay? You got to rally in the war room. Reese Howells called it the blue room, right? Mobilizing nations together. There's people like Lou Engle, like the International Prayer Connect, like IHOP, like the Faithful Galileans Return Ministries, Aliyah Return Center, Vertical Galilee House of Prayer, International Christian Embassy Jerusalem, the Fellowship of Israeli Related Ministries, Daystar Television, Jonathan Kahn, of course, the altarofprayer.com. That's 24/7. Just join in and pray and intercede. Petition the heavenly commander of heavenly armies, okay? And what we're believing is that there's going to be worldwide intercession right now and prayer, even over the true identity of these Arabic-speaking enemies of Israel. They don't understand who they are. Right here, over 2 million. In Jordan, over 2 million. And in Saudi Arabia, there's 400,000. Syria, 500,000. US, about 250,000. All over, there are these people, and they don't understand. Even in Iran, you know, and we look at the wickedness that is going on in Iran, the death threats to nuke Israel. But even there, they used to be lovers of Israel, giving gold and silver under King Cyrus. You know, it used to be called Persia, and that is their identity. We need for you to pray identity, speak identity. And let me challenge you to get a message from the front in your gathering, your congregation, your synagogue, your meeting place, your home group, your church, Sunday morning. Get a message from someone, some Israeli. Heal this rift between Israel and the nations. There will be no more division anymore between Israel and the nations. It's time to come together as one, heal the rift, tear down the barrier, and get a word from the front. Play it up on the screen and rally prayer. We are in unprecedented times. Not in 50 years have we ever been in a time like this. And say this with me: Israel needs me. Israel needs me in the war room, in the prayer room. And as thousands and thousands of prayer houses are rallying together, say with me, I will rally. I will stand in the gap. Now is the time.